Hi, good morning, everybody. It's really good to see you this morning. We're going to do reading 1 today for Unit 3, Exploring the Red Planet. Yeah, last week we reviewed listening 1. Today's reading 1. And I hope that you watched the video for that. Yeah. I already uploaded all the Zoom videos of last week and the new material video of North Star on YouTube. But just to make it easier for you, I will send you the link later today. Okay, that will be the link of the video for listening to. Yeah. And last week's Zoom meeting, in case you want to rewatch it because you missed something, or maybe because you weren't present during the lesson, or maybe you had a very bad connection, then you can still look back and maybe just screen through it for the things that you really need to know and you've missed out on. Yeah. Okay, that brings us to the start of reading 1. But let's just go to our schedule real quick to always just get a look at what we're aiming at for this week. Remember that last week your post study was for today's you had to do listening 1, right? And for your pre-study you had to watch the video and do reading 1, which we'll discuss today. And for literature we're supposed to read chapter 2. So as far as I know, to this week you're going to get your literature book. Yeah, so I'm not going to give you another PDF. You will get your book. That will just be in time. Now for this week, yeah, reading 1, and the post-study for language will be doing the activities in your ebook, right? For reading 1. And your pre-study will be watching the video of Unit 3, listening 2, and doing the activities in your textbook, which I will give you the link today. Okay? Don't forget your literature that we will have tomorrow. We will review chapter 2, so make sure you read chapter 2. And tomorrow we're going to do the first quiz. Okay? Now, if you're still wondering about the links, remember for language, here are the links that you can go to about the topic that we're talking about. Here are links for the novel information, the narrative text summary, and the narrative arc, which gives you an idea of what a narrative arc looks like. And here also the Google Slides, right, and literary technique elements are in it. So please look through your lesson schedule to see if you've really gone through all the links that I've been giving, like group discussion rubric, log rubric, opinion writing summary, and journal writing rubric. Okay, and for the groups, remember we have them down below. Okay, everybody, please make sure you have your cameras on because I will be talking to you and I would like to see your faces. Yeah, that's cool. I really appreciate you doing that. So there are a lot here who haven't turned on their camera. Yehuda, James, Natanik, yeah, Joshua, Gracia, Shannon, Devon, Michael, Grace. Come on, guys. Yeah. Okay, I need one person to annotate straight away today. So I don't know, is there any volunteer, or I'm gonna just ask someone to do it? Any volunteer? No volunteers. That's so sad. Oh boy. Okay, what about if I ask Karina? Karina, would you be cool annotating for us today? Karina Devianti, would you be okay annotating for us today? Hello, Karina. Can you not hear me? Okay, I'm gonna ask Carissa. Carissa Maharani, could you annotate for me? You have your laptop open, right? That's good. So then you can annotate. Could you do that for us? You're just gonna follow the answers that I'm saying or your friends are saying that are correct and just put it in. Would that be an okay? Okay, cool. That's so nice. Thank you. Reading one, Mars, our new home. Yeah, no? Okay, you had to read this online article about a family living on Mars time. Pay attention to the bold-faced words. Now we're just gonna read it, and I'm gonna ask Bima to start reading.
Hello, Miss.
Yeah, can you read it out loud?
From the When the Curiosity.
Yeah, here. When the
Okay.
Curiosity rover landed. Yeah.
When the Curiosity rover landed on Mars in August of 2012, many of the mission scientists on Earth decided to live on Mars. Time for the first 90 days of the mission. They had learned from earlier Mars mission that it is upsetting to their ability to sleep well when they are on Earth time at home and on Mars time at work. And they know the lack of sleep can lead to depression.
Thank you. Very good. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna ask Natalia. Natalia, can you continue reading?
From such stress. Such stress does not allow them to keep working. In addition, by changing their schedules to Mars time and simulating Martian days on Earth, they are able to control the actions of Curiosity from Earth when Curiosity is facing Earth. The Earth takes 24 hours to spin around once, but Mars takes 24 hours and 40 minutes. Mars time quickly becomes different from an Earth day. For example, in 2.5 weeks, noon on Mars becomes 4 a.m. on Earth. The NASA scientists knew it would be a challenge to live and work on Mars time for 90 days. In fact, some of them didn't succeed in making the difficult change in their schedules. Those scientists that didn't survive the 90 days said they felt isolated from their families because they rarely saw them.
Okay, thank you very much. We continue with Abraham. Abraham,
Yes, Miss.
can you turn on your camera? Abraham, can you turn on your camera and read? Continue reading.
Yes, before I take my book.
You don't have your book in front of you? Okay, then I will ask Yehuda. Yehuda, good morning. Yehuda, good morning. If there is no response and no camera on, your account is absent. Remember that, yeah? So I will write in your name. Same goes for Nathalie. Same goes for Komang. Sabrina, good morning. Good morning, Sabrina. Sabrina. Shannon Santosa. Good morning, Shannon. Joshua Ezekiel.
Yes, Miss.
Can you turn on your camera, please? And can you start reading? Continue reading. Joshua,
One, Miss.
can you please continue reading?
Which one?
David, makanya ikutin. Continue reading, please.
David. Oh, the Curiosity mission had scientists. Knew being separated from his family would be difficult for him. He knew that he would miss them very much, even though they would be living in the same house. He was counting.
Thank you very much. Please, Joshua, leave your camera on. Don't turn it off. Okay, continue reading, Joshua. Not yet done. Until him.
3 months of loneliness, but his family surprised him. For a month before school started, his wife and 3 children lived on Mars time with him.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. Okay, we're gonna go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah,
Yes, miss.
hi, can you please read?
Okay, where were we?
Okay, we were really, you guys should learn to pay attention. At first,
At first, at first, he and his family thought that they would have a month of boredom because there would be nothing to do.
mhm.
There, there on Earth's artificial 24-hour and 40-minute day would not offer a lot of activities for a young family of 5. But soon they found a lot to do: bowling, eating at all-night diners, walking on the beach in moonlight, and seeing meteors when the moon was not bright.
Thank you, cool. Okay, now Tanik. Am I? Okay, Kelly.
Yes, miss.
Can you please read? Can you turn on your camera?
Wait, which one?
Here. They.
Okay. They also. Oh wait, I have to. They also cook together, eat together, and watch movies together. David and his wife, Brian, were most surprised by their child's reaction. They love it and want to want to have another vacation to Mars during their next break to school.
Yeah. Next break from school. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna go to the vocabulary. Yeah, I'm gonna mention names, so you guys have to respond to the answers. And I think now I forgot who did I ask to annotate. Anyway, let's annotate. The first one is depression. Is done for you. It's I, right? Being so sad and upset that you're unable to do anything. Number two, simulate. What is the answer, Natalia?
C.
Can you read the sentence of what you have chosen as the answer?
To judge to be probable.
Okay, number two, simulate is actually B. To make something look or sound or feel like something else. That's simulating something. So two is B. Yeah. Who was annotating again? I forgot. Was it Carissa? Carissa, or who was it now? I forgot. Karina. Siapa yang annotate? Tolong di annotate. Oh yeah, Carissa. Right. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, Michael, can you answer number three? Spin. What is that? Michael? Michael, what is number 3?
To turn around and run quickly.
Yeah, D, to turn around quickly. D, very good, thank you. Number 4, survive. Gracia, Grace?
Gracia or Grace?
Oh, Gracia.
Wait, miss.
Sorry. Survive. Come on, guys. This is taking too long, yeah? We don't have that much time. You guys should have done this at home, not during the Zoom meeting. Watch the video and do it at home. What is 4? Gracia?
H, miss.
Yeah, H. To continue to live normally in spite of difficulties. Yeah, H. 5, isolated. Karina, what is that?
A, separate
A.
from others.
Yeah, separate from others. Good, thank you. Number 6, count on. I want to ask Devon.
Yes, miss.
What's number 6?
Number 6. Uh, E.
Count on is C. To judge, to be probable. So you can rely on, depend on. C. Thank you, Devon. 7, boredom. Joyce, what is that?
7 is E.
Yeah, can you read it?
Yeah. E, the feeling you have when you don't have anything to do.
Yeah, correct. Thank you. Number 8, artificial. James? What is number 8, artificial?
F.
Can you read that?
Not real or natural, but made by people.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Number 9, reaction. What is that one? Okay, let me see. Who should we ask? Christian? I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Caris? Caris? How do you pronounce that? Christian? Caris? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, miss.
Yo, can you do number 9? What's reaction?
Reaction, something that you feel or do because of something that has happened or been said.
Awesome. Thank you. Are there any questions about this? So this is just the words in connection with the definitions, right? Okay, Carissa, I'm going to clear it first, yeah? So I can go to the next page or scroll. Okay, that case, that brings us to the preview of our text. As you know, in the video, I already explained you always have to preview before you read a text because it's predicting the text type and therefore predicting the purpose of the text. That will give you the focus on what to read for, right? To know how to approach your text because every writing has a particular structure, which is always correlated to a purpose. So by recognizing that, will really simplify it for you to categorize the information, to understand, to be able to follow. So in this case of previewing, you have to look at the title of the reading. When we preview, we always look at the titles and the visuals, and basically that's about it. We looked at the title of the reading and you make a list of questions that you think will be answered in this reading. Now, if we look at Mars, our new home, I'd like to ask Shannon. Good morning, Shannon. Shannon? Nathan? Good morning, Nathan. Yehuda? Okay, these people are absent then, yeah? Let me see. Amanda, good morning, Amanda. Could you tell me what you wrote for this part? Like, what questions do you think that will be answered in this reading talking about Mars, our home? But that's a question mark, right? Our home?
How we gonna get food in Mars?
That could be one. How are we gonna get there? Yeah, you can look at all the, the information question words, like the 5 W's and H. What we're gonna do, why we're gonna go there, how we're gonna go there, those 5 W's and H always brings us to quite some information. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Amanda. Anyone else? How we get there, when we get there, why we would have to go there? Anything like that, right? Would do. Okay, you guys read the article, which brings us to here. Remember the words below? That's which have a definition, yeah? Let me see. That brings us to the part of main ideas. You had to look at your preview and see whether your answers, your questions were answered or not throughout reading it. Then you kind of get this connection of, hey, I was on the right track or not. It is just basically that the preview is important just for yourself to be ready to receive the information. Otherwise, halfway through, you have read the text, you go like, what was I reading, So you really need to get that focus. Read each statement of the main idea of the reading, which are on the next page. Now, in which paragraph is the main idea discussed? And write the paragraph number on the line, and then underline the main idea sentence in the paragraph. So you have to answer that here, and then kind of underline that part in the paragraph itself. So I would like to start with A, ways to avoid feeling alone with only 3 other people without a home and in areas without much space must be found before going to Mars. What paragraph did you find this? Yeah, you need to write down the paragraph number. In what paragraph did you find this, or in what paragraph is this stated? Shalini? Good morning, Shalini. Hi, Shalini.
Morning, Miss. I'm sorry.
What about A?
I didn't finish it yet.
Okay. Would you want to give a wild guess?
But I think the A is 5.
Yeah, that's very good. It is 5. And which sentence do you know? Do you know which sentence refers to it?
Noise.
Kind of, if you would, sorry, underline the sentence in the paragraph that refers to it, it would be, it is important to come up with solutions to possible problems before anyone actually goes on a Mars mission. Yeah, that is actually what refers to it. That is in paragraph 5. Yeah, that sentence would refer to the sentence we're looking at. So that's the main idea sentence. Yeah. Okay, what about B? Colonists will have to make Mars a place where they can live. James, good morning, James.
Yes, miss.
Hi, can you turn on your camera, James, so I can see you? Hi, good morning. Thank you very much. Sir, can you answer B? In what paragraph do we find B?
I haven't done it yet, miss.
Can you still try and to answer? Can you still try answer that one?
Excuse me, miss.
Yeah?
May I go to toilet?
Yes, you may. Go ahead.
Miss.
And what about Ian Dustin? Good morning, Ian. Could you try? What is What's B? Colonists will have to make Mars a place where they can live. In what paragraph do we find that?
Paragraph 3.
Yeah, very good. And do you also happen to know, or what sentence did you underline in paragraph 3?
Is it the colonists will have to make Mars? I'm kind of confused with the main idea for this.
Okay, it is like it's the sentence, if your team is the first team to travel to Mars, your main responsibility when you get there will be to build a place where humans can live. That is the one that is here. Colonists will have to make Mars a place where they can live. See that? So you're basically trying to find the main idea that's in your textbook in the text and then underline it. Thank you, Ian. We're going to go to C. A TV show will help raise money for the mission. Wow, interesting. Okay, I'm going to ask Joshua. Morning, Joshua. Still no answer from Joshua. Amanda, can you do C?
2.
Yeah. Do you know which sentence it is?
No, I just guessed it. Because I haven't really done it yet.
Okay. So 2 is C. C is 2, I mean. Yeah. Okay, so that would be paragraph 2. It is also counting on getting money from everyday people who become interested in their television show they are planning in start soon. To start soon. That's the one. And the last one, D, is paragraph 4, the one we've got left. The human body needs gravity to stay strong. That's in paragraph 4. When a human lives in an environment without gravity or with low gravity for a long time, the systems in the body weaken. That is where I find the main idea. So it's kind of paraphrased, yeah, put in different words and a different grammatical structure, but still the same point. It's important that you guys can do this, yeah. You need to be able to find the main points or main ideas in the text. Even though they're paraphrased, you need to find it. Now, how do we do that? By keywording. You need to really focus on the keyword. Okay, that brings us to the details. Carissa, you didn't annotate. You forgot. Dear Carissa, can you annotate again? Yay. Okay, here you had to answer questions number 1 until 5. Yeah, and you had to annotate the keywords first in the question and the answer choice to figure out. Okay, we're gonna ask Natalia, what is number 1? Which step is not part of the application process?
B.
Number 1? It's A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, choosing your team of 4. That's the one that is actually not included in the process. Thank you very much. Okay. If anyone has any questions, just let me know, yeah, or raise your hand. Abraham, can you do number 2? How many teams of colonists will be trained to go to Mars? Abraham?
Six.
Yeah,
Six.
that will be 6. Thank you very much. 6 teams. Very good. Awesome. Okay, that brings me to Karina. Karina, good morning. Okay, you do number 3. What body parts get weaker in lower gravity?
B, bones.
Yeah, very good. It's weird though. I don't get that. I would want to understand that though. Lower gravity, your bones are getting weaker. That's something. I don't know about you. I find it interesting. Carissa, could you do number 4? When the Mars 500 astronauts returned to Earth, they were? Do you know that one? Number 4? Number 4? They were heavier, Carissa. It's B, heavier than they were before they left. They gained weight. So number 3 is B, bones. Number 4 is B, heavier than they were before they left. Kelly, can you do number 5? What can colonists expect when they move to Mars? Kelly?
Yes, Miss.
Can you do number 5?
I think it's A.
Yeah, to be without Earth's gravity. Very good, thank you. Okay, amazing people. Are there any questions about the main points and details? Sorry, Carissa, I was faster than you. Apologies. Thank you, Carissa, for helping out. Okay, that brings us to making inferences. Remember, an educated guess about something that is not directly stated. So we're basically just looking at facts and parts of a text, and then we correlate that, we connect that all in order to get a deeper meaning, to really understand the underlying meaning of what we're looking at. Now, we're doing this by understanding the degree of difficulty. So here we have 4 questions. Circle the best answer for each of the challenges the colonists will face in the Mars mission. Refer to the paragraphs in the parentheses, okay? So it already has a reference to a paragraph of the text. So you have to annotate the keywords in the question and also in the answer choices, right? How difficult will it be to create an artificial environment? Okay, who would like to respond to that? How hard will it be? Anyone? Really? No, how do you call that?
B, Miss.
Okay, thank you. Actually, it's A, not so hard. It's not B, actually, interestingly, because I thought it would be B as well at first. But inferring the degree of difficulty in this case, it is A. Not so difficult. How difficult will it be to live without or with low gravity? If you look at paragraph 4, yeah, we're talking context-wise. Even if your answer is wrong, this is no problem. The whole idea is of speaking up, yeah? I appreciate you speaking up. Anyone would like to try number 2? How difficult? Is it not so difficult, somewhat difficult, difficult, or very difficult?
B.
Actually, it said difficult. Interesting, yeah? Difficult in a sense because of what happens with your body. Yeah, so if we would look at it, so basically you're looking at how they word it, and from there kind of infer or actually conclude the degree, right? So number 1 is A, not so difficult, and number 2 is difficult. Okay, let's try again. Number 3, how difficult will it be to deal with feelings of isolation? That has a reference to paragraph 5. Gracia, could you answer that? No, Gracia. Okay, number 3, how difficult will it be to deal with feelings of isolation? If we look at paragraph 5, it really kind of, we can infer that it is somewhat difficult. So it's B. And how difficult will it be to prevent boredom in paragraph 5? Joyce, can you answer that one? What did you get from number 4?
Very difficult.
Okay, you assumed very
I
difficult.
think.
Okay, yeah, no, that's okay. Actually, it's B, somewhat difficult. It means that it's still quite hard for you guys to infer, yeah? Let us look at number 4. How difficult will it be to prevent boredom? That's in paragraph 5. So let's just go to paragraph 5. It also will be difficult for Mars colonists to be isolated far from home, living in small spaces and seeing the same people over and over. It is important to come up with solutions to possible problems before anyone actually goes on a Mars mission. Now, if you go through this whole thing, we still see that it says here, surprisingly, the greatest emotional problem was boredom. The greatest physical problems were not getting enough sleep and gaining too much weight. Now here it was, how difficult will it be to prevent boredom, right? So we basically, if we then look at very difficult, difficult, somewhat difficult, basically it's somewhat difficult. Taking it from the point that it is only mentioned at the end, actually. For this one, you need quite some, what is that called? Analysis, yeah? First, it talks about colonists with depression. And then they give an example. They talked about the 6 astronaut returning to Earth in good physical condition. And then scientists viewed the Mars 500 mission as a great success because they were able to see how the astronauts handle emotional and physical stresses. Surprisingly, the greatest emotional problem was boredom. The greatest physical problem we're not getting are gaining too much weight. So that was just an emotional problem. So if we're looking at that, we can kind of infer that it was somewhat difficult because it wasn't to prevent it wasn't as the biggest problem. You know, doing this to infer, you really need to look at the keywords within the text basically and then combine them to see. But it's not always that easy. And how you can come to the correct answer is by really looking at the keywords. Like for example, here in the sentence, it says preventing boredom. Yeah, so the keyword here is to prevent it. How difficult is it to prevent, not the problem of boredom, but how to prevent it? So that would be the key in this case. And then going back to the paragraph, you have to look for the part which talks about the prevention. Are there any questions about this? No? So in order to do your inference, when you're analyzing, remember to look at the keywords that you have in your question or answer choices, find those keywords in the text, and then look at the keywords in that area, combine it, and from there you can come to a conclusion. Okay. Awesome. Now this brought us to the point of expressing opinions, yeah, where we evaluate. Number 1, Mars 1 has begun a very grand project. Do you think that the mission will take place by 2023? Why or why not? Okay, I would like to respond to number 1. Number 1. I'd like to hear from, let me pick. Bima, number 1.
Should I read the question also?
I already did that. What do you think the answer is?
In my opinion, I don't think so. 2023 is, I think, too early to go to Mars.
Right. We're gonna go to the moon in 2024, right? And then the 4 astronauts, 3 men, 1 woman, will stay on the moon for 2 years. That's the plan. And then they will go to Mars. So that as the plan goes, it would be 2026. Yeah. Scientists believe that the information they learned from the Mars 500 project was valuable in understanding what colonists to Mars might have to face. Do you agree that that is valuable? Michael, can you answer that for me? Do you agree that that is valuable? Doing such a project, would that help before actually going to Mars?
Yes, Miss.
Yeah, why does it help? Remember to use AREL, yeah? Assertion, reason, example, and linking, like PO, point, explanation, example, and link. Why do you think that is important? Why do you agree? No answer to that? Probably because they need to be ready, right? Like he cannot just send people to Mars or to the moon. They need to have, you have to do the simulations to know what it is like living there, and if also these astronauts are even able to live there. Yeah. Okay. Now this is a cool question. Would you want to join the Mars mission? Yes or no? Would you want to join? I'm gonna ask Karina. Karina, would you want to join the Mars mission?
No,
Can you explain why?
I'm too scared. That's why.
Too scared. Okay, that's a good reason. Thank you. Yeah, it is scary. I mean, like nobody's ever gone. So really, and then you're gonna go for the first time. That's something, no? Um, Ian, Dustin, what about you? Would you want to join the Mars mission?
I'd say no because I don't want to die there.
Right. Well, the people who are going will definitely not come back because the trip will take 30 years. 30 years to go there and to get there. That means 30 years to get back would be 60 years. And the people that are going there will probably already be in their 20s or 30s, right? So I think that it's a one-way ticket though. Can you imagine that you have to say goodbye to all your family and friends? you know? Like as I told you, those rovers, those robots, they only take 9 months to get to Mars. But that's apparently a speed that human beings can't handle. So they must be working on a way to get humans to go to Mars faster. But I don't know if they have found that way yet. Interesting though. Even to go to the moon, and you can come back, it's still quite scary. I'm not sure, I kind of forgot, but I think it's around 3 or 4 days to get to the moon. So that is not so long, right? But Mars though, you know, that's like, ooh, super far. But then again, your name will be legendary, right? You'll be the first person to have gone to Mars. But it is still, the sacrifice is huge, yeah? Okay, guys, thank you very much for today. As you know, for today there is no post test or any thing that you need to do now, but we do have our post study. Remember that. Please remember to do the activities in reading one for your ebook for reading and writing. Just go there. Remember to just access the table of contents. Don't scroll through it. It's wrap up. Just go to the table of contents and then go to unit 3, and then you can just click wherever you need to be. Okay? And please remember to get ready for your literature for tomorrow. Yeah? So read chapter 2. Any questions? No? Remember to work on your project, yeah? I forgot to remind you on that one. Oh my goodness. So basically the yellow one, right? So this week's is focused on the research for the journal. Last week was researching for your speaking project, your log. This week we centralized on researching for your journal. So remember to come up with the ideas and find the sources for your project. Oops, sorry. So for your speaking, remember your group discussion about space exploration. Yeah, group discussions you can just do through Zoom and then record it and then edit it as a video. And remember for your writing projects, you're writing an opinion paragraph about a mission to Mars. So remember, make sure you've got your research and your sources for both projects, okay? For the speaking, since it is a group project, you can have the same sources. Yeah? But look at the criteria, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you have to have 4. So you can look at the criteria in your ebook, but I also place the criteria in Moodle in the announcement. So you can look either way. Yeah, but make sure you are on time with your project. Don't leave that. Don't let it go off. Yeah, so if you haven't done anything yet, maybe you can really brainstorm this week and get to research for both projects, so you're kind of on the right pace. You don't feel stressed out. Anyone who needs help with planning or anything else, remember you can always ask for help either from your Wali or a counselor or any teacher you feel comfortable with. Also, for those who feel overwhelmed, Even if you need prayer, remember, you can always ask for prayer. Know that we will help and guide you. You're not alone in this, okay? So, but you gotta let us know. Yeah? Okay then, that's it for today. Have a great day. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye, guys.